Glad to have you with us from the Legion Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and the Bright Lights Big City, ready for the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Wyoming's offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to throw. It's Abraham.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Pocket breaking down. He's got the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Kennesaw State right back to work. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Unloads it downfield. He's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. On the ground, it's Nicholson. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bringing the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Flips it out on the screen. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Spins away from the defender. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. To the air, it's Sanders. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Running through contact. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. He'll throw on 3rd down. Snags it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
14, Wyoming, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's got him. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Abraham. And the defense, Abe got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's second and long. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Lets it fly. Working the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They're going to run it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They'll run play action. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Wyoming, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Got his man on the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and turning it on! Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Kennesaw State right back to work.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. team able to smack him to the ground. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Caught in the backfield. It's DeLuca. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's DeLuca. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The give out of the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. He's got 50 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? After run, now throw. Looking down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. To the air. It's Abraham. Under fire. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The give from the gun.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to run it. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Back to throw. It's Abraham. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pressure coming. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by one. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the air, it's Sanders. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fires to the big fella. Across the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, Reese, or as they call it in this game, just another typical Liberty Bowl. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Liberty Bowl.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Biggs
breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Where whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
A run for the quarterback. Fights off a defender. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him in the flat. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Abraham. Makes the grab. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Toss to the outside. Touchdown, Cowboys! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Off play action. Floats it out in space. He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game.
Wyoming, 26.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. He's got it again. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks. He uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air on 1st down. The throw. The sure hands. It's Nicholson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Find some fresh air. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
The play action fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Abraham. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So here comes the field goal. Oh, they blocked the kick. And they scoop it up.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Guys, Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They're going back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Fires left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Abraham. Under fire. Got the first himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the big fella. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defense. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the option. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Looking to throw at Sanders. Gets it out quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Trying to convert this second and short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On the option. stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Can't get him to the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
On down.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Going to the running game. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
It's
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Wyoming. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kennesaw State, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Gonna run it. It's Nicholson. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the marker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long through the 28. They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Rushes on him. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Using his legs, it's Nicholson. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on 2nd down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, he grabbed it off the deflection. Looking for more room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.